Good evening. Welcome to Younib TV News at 9. My name is Rachael Akinyi. We have a variety of stories lined up for you, from the development on EACC and corruption matters to the counties and more on sports stories. This and many more in a few, but first, let us take a look at our top stories tonight.
Hawa maji watukuwa tumejipanga, tunashindwa sasa tuelekee wapi. Sasa hii tunaomba tu wahisani wema watusaidie tu kwenye tunaweza tukaenda kukampia, kwa sababu mpaka choo zimejaa maji. Kama mnavyoona maji iko kila mahali.
Maji imeadhiri, manake hata choo hakuna. Mahali ya kupita hakuna, nyumba
and concerns underscore the urgent need for coordinated and sustained efforts to enhance investigative efficiency, prosecutorial effectiveness, asset tracing and recovery, and adjudication of corruption-related offenses.
We are reconstituting the Kenya Sports Academy because the sports, arts, and creatives are all one pathway. It's only some are doing music and the creatives, others are doing sports, others are doing artistic performance.
The EACC has denied allegation that it is investigating the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, or that it has ever raided his residence. Speaking to journalists on Friday, EACC Director General Abdi Mohamed said they have not received any complaints against Wetangula, nor have they initiated any investigation. The EACC also said it has initiated investigations against 2 former governors and cabinet secretaries, and that cases have already been referred to the Director of Public Prosecution, or DPP.
And concerns underscore the urgent need for coordinated and sustained efforts to enhance investigative efficiency, prosecutorial effectiveness, asset tracing and recovery, and adjudication of corruption-related offenses. To address these challenges, the Commission prioritized the following strategic interventions. 1, enhanced focus on bribery at service delivery point. Maybe I need to expound on this. The reason why we are focusing on bribery at service delivery points is because out of the cases that we receive, the complaints that the Commission receives, 47 of them, of those complaints, relate to bribery. The rest relate to various other offenses within the Penal Code and the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act. The second priority area is the monitoring of capital-intensive projects to detect and prevent procurement irregularities. We also have prioritized robust recovery of corruptly acquired assets.
Now, the government's commitment to nurturing talent alongside academic excellence forms the cornerstone of new competence-based education and training system. Speaking in Tharaka Nithi County, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki announced that beginning January 2026, senior school students will be able to specialize in sports, arts, and creative fields under the CBET reforms. He also noted that the 2 additional pathways will include science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, that is STEM, as well as social sciences.
We are reconstituting the Kenya Sports Academy because the sports, arts, and creatives are all one pathway. It's only some are doing music and the creatives, others are doing sports, others are doing artistic performance. So what we are going to do is to reconstitute and expand the Kenya Sports Academy to create the Kenya Academy for Sports, the Arts, and the Creatives. And get enough money to fund it and make sure that all sportsmen and women, not just students now, can utilize the as a Kenya Academy of Sports, the Arts, and the Creatives to nurture their talent and to get good curriculum there, even for adults, short courses on perfecting your sports talent. And we are doing that in 6 months so that within a year, that academy will be in place so that we can have a one-stop shop for sports, the arts, and the creative economy.
Security Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has accused DCP leaders of failing to inform police officers about their plans to welcome former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua to the country. Speaking in Kirinyaga, Murkomen condemned yesterday events where a gang of youths attacked Gachagua supporters and injured journalists and civilians who were on their way.
Sometimes the police are just on standby to see whether there is any problem. Like yesterday, police were generally on standby because there was no clear notification to them about what event was going to happen and what routes. I was, for example, very saddened that political activists were going to play games at our airport. I mean, you could see people want to invade inside the airport, and that is a very serious issue. The airport is a protected area. It's not a place to play the kind of politics that we saw. And you saw, people entering inside the airport just with a lot of razzmatazz for absolutely nothing, for pure zero political value, zero economic value, zero PR. Whatever it was being done, it was just useless. And for it to be done inside the airport, it's just totally unacceptable.
Now onto the matters of National Assembly. The joint retreat of the National Assembly and the judiciary leadership entered its second day in Mombasa. This event seeks to enhance collaborative relationships while maintaining the essential independence and interdependence of both institutions. In attendance were Chief Justice Martha Koome, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula, Douglas Kanja, DCI Chief Mohammed Amin, NIS Director Nurin Haji, along with various other leaders from the National Assembly.
That institutional committee does not erode each one of our independence. We have institutional independence and decisional independence. At an institutional level, the arms of government can engage. However, decisional independence must always remain sacrosanct. Therefore, institutional independence and dialogic engagement by the various branches of government are not contradictory, but complementary.
I would invite the National Assembly to reflect on a new approach to funding the judiciary, one that recognizes justice as a public good, to be financed with the same seriousness as health and national security. For too long, the judiciary has suffered chronic underfunding because of a defective approach to resourcing access to justice. It is time that we embraced a new paradigm.
We'll be taking our short break here at Younib News at 1. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates. Welcome back, and now onto matters government. Pro-government leaders have conducted a public participation forum in Murang'a, emphasizing the significant challenges that Kenyans at the grassroots level are facing, which the Kenya Kwanza coalition must address as part of their commitment to their manifesto. The caucus, led by Laikipia East MP Mwangi Kiunjuri, aimed to cover the Mount Kenya region as part of an empowerment initiative. Residents expressed their concerns and grievances, including a request for review of SHA permits, proposing reduced fees.
Tukija hapa tujidanganye siku ya leo kwamba watu hawana shida na sisi. Watu wamefurahi sana na serikali, wamefurahi sana na waheshimiwa, tutakuwa tunajidanganya sisi wenyewe. Lakini ukiwaashiria kwa uwazi kutoka kwa roho zao ndani, waongee yale wako naye, utajua shida zao ni nini na vile utazitatua. Ndio leo hii mumeona tumeita watu, hakuna mtu ameshauriwa, kila mtu amejitokezea kusema yale serikali imewafanyia na ile serikali haijafanya. Hakuna serikali dunia mzima inaweza maliza kazi kwa miaka 5 au miaka 10. Na kwa hivyo tutakuwa tukijidanganya kwamba serikali ya William Samoei Ruto ile kazi haijamalizika miaka 60 tangu tupewe uhuru, itamaliza kwa miaka 3 au miaka 10. Na tunataka kuzungumza na watu ili yale ambaye tuliahidi wananchi wa Kenya tuendelee kutekeleza.
We must stop to be willing to fight illicit alcohol. We must apply that willingness. Na si Murang'a peke yake, kila mahali Mount Kenya, upigana na pombe haramu, upigana na bangi, na uko na structures za serikali.
Vile maisha imepanda, yani mpaka tunashindwa. Unga saa hii inaangalia almost 200. Ukienda kibarua ni ya shilingi 300. Uko na watoto unasomesha. Angalia sasa, yani tunashindwa tutafanya nini?
Wakati tunakuja na inua wakina mama hapa, hiyo ndio maendeleo hiyo tunataka. Na sisi tulisema tuache hii maneno ya matusi ya siasa baya, siasa ikubali sana.
Hii nchi tukae katika amani wakati uchaguzi itafika. Na kila mwananchi juu tuko kwa demokrasia atakuwa na nafasi ya kuamua ni nani atashinda.
And to now matters of floods that have been raiding Naivasha. Hundreds of residents living in Kihoto along Lake Naivasha are struggling after their homes were washed away by floods. This comes after the ongoing heavy rains in the area increased water level in Lake Naivasha.
Maji imetuadhiri juu sasa maji imetukuta mpaka kwa nyumba. Hatuna pesa ya kuhama juu hatukuwa tumejipanga. Tunashindwa sasa tuelekee wapi. Sasa hii tunaomba tu wahisani wema watusaidie tu kwenye tunaweza tukaenda kukampia kwa sababu mpaka choo zimejaa. Maji kama mnavyoona maji iko kila mahali.
Maji imeadhiri, manake hata choo hakuna. Mahali ya kupita hakuna, nyumba zimejaa, tayari zimejaa, 90% zimejaa maji ndani. Na hadi watu wengi wajapata mshahara. So tunalilia serikali ama wawekezaji kama wataingilia jambo hili, naweza kutusaidia ili tuweze at least kujimudu hata kama ni mwezi mmoja.
There could be a few areas where it's a natural maybe consequence. But there are also those who have claimed land, have given themselves or have tried to get land from the lake. Sasa lake ikikuja ichukue shamba yake ama ardhi yake, sasa utauliza DCC akufanyie nini?
Maji imetuadhiri juu sasa maji imetukuta mpaka kwa nyumba. Hatuna pesa ya kuhama juu hatukuwa tumejipanga. Tunashindwa sasa tuelekee wapi. Sasa hii tunaomba tu wahisani wema watusaidie tu kwenye tunaweza tukaenda kukampia kwa sababu mpaka choo zimejaa. Maji kama mnavyoona maji iko kila mahali.
Maji imeadhiri, manake hata choo hakuna. Mahali ya kupita hakuna, nyumba tayari zimejaa, 90% zimejaa maji ndani, na hiari watu wengi wajapata mshahara. So tunalilia serikali ama wawekezaji kama wataingilia jambo hili, naweza kutusaidia ili tuweze at least kujimudu hata kama ni mwezi mmoja.
There could be a few areas where it's a natural maybe consequence, but there are also those who have claimed land, have given themselves or have tried to get land from the lake. Sasa lake ikikuja ichukue shamba yake ama ardhi yake, sasa utauliza DCC akufanyie nini?
Community and religious authorities, as well as various experts from the Gusii region, have agreed to unite the community with the aim of determining its future in the 2027 elections. The leaders have called on political figures from the region to unite and push the community's agenda together. The leaders have also announced the readiness of the Gusii community to collaborate with other communities politically and developmentally as one way to ensure the community is fully involved in national affairs and resource allocation.
Ni mkutano ambaye hatujakuwa naye kwa muda mrefu, miaka mingi wa aina hii. Tumekuwa na mengine lakini hii ilikuwa aina ya kipekee. Na sababu yake ya muhimu ni kutafuta njia za kutuweka pamoja. Na yule alikuwa anatuongoza kwa siku ya leo amejaribu sana kuongea na vikundi mbalimbali mpaka hawa vikundi ndio walikuja hapa tuitike ya kwamba kweli tunahitaji umoja, tunahitaji kuwa pamoja ili kazi yetu iwe rahisi na iwe ya kuonekana. Kwa hivyo hii mkutano wa siku ya leo ni mkutano ya muhimu sana kwa Wakisii kama community.
Jamii ya Gusii wakuje waje pamoja, wafanye kazi pamoja, wazungumze.
Mkutano ya muhimu sana kwa Wakisii kama community.
Jamii ya Gusii wakuje waje pamoja, wafanye kazi pamoja, wazungumze pamoja na watafute uongozi pamoja, na kama ni katika nafasi ya serikali watafute wakiwa kama jamii moja.
Ni mkutano ambaye hatujakuwa naye kwa muda mrefu, miaka mingi wa aina hii. Tumekuwa na mengine lakini hii ilikuwa aina ya kipekee. Na sababu yake ya muhimu ni kutafuta njia za kutuweka pamoja. Na yule alikuwa anatuongoza kwa siku ya leo amejaribu sana kuongea na vikundi mbalimbali mpaka hawa vikundi ndio walikuja hapa tuitike ya kwamba kweli tunahitaji umoja, tunahitaji kuwa pamoja ili kazi yetu iwe rahisi na iwe ya kuonekana. Kwa hivyo hii mkutano wa siku ya leo ni mkutano ya muhimu sana kwa Wakisii kama community.
Jamii ya Gusii wakuje waje pamoja, wafanye kazi pamoja, wazungumze pamoja na watafute uongozi pamoja, na kama ni katika nafasi ya serikali watafute wakiwa kama jamii moja.
Challenges are emerging within the national women's volleyball team. The Malkia Strikers, the team asserts that they have not yet received allowances since commencing preparations for the World Volleyball Championship at Nyayo Gymnasium prior to the journey to Vietnam and Thailand. Kenya is scheduled to commence the championship against Germany on Saturday at 1 p.m. Meanwhile, FKF, in partnership with CAF, concluded a 2-day workshop aimed to improving the quality of Kenyan football.
Okay, we say one team, one mission, but for this, Kenya Volleyball Federation, we ask you to help us achieve that mission. We came here with a target and we don't want to lose it. Bwana President, we are also your children, motivate us. Bwana CS, you promised us that our money will come. Help us. We need something so that we can achieve what we came here to do. We are suffering, and that's why we are making this kind of a video. Everyone here is suffering. All the players are suffering. The coaches are suffering. But because we are patriotic Kenyans, we just came with one target. We are trying to let nothing distract us. We just ask the Kenyan people to move this video so that every of our grievances that we've raised will be achieved. Thank you so much, and we just pray that everything will be achieved soon. Thank you.
to talk to the teams and also the referees. And integrity is very, very integral in competitive and the quality of the league. We are starting our leagues on that things, and we want the fans back. We want to see the sponsors come, and the sponsors cannot come when the credibility of the league is in question.
They play a key role during the games. They are the visible hand of the federation during the game. So when they deliver, they do a good job. Everybody is happy. The fans are happy. The clubs, they are happy because the game were very well refereed, and that had more value to the growth of the football overall.
The sports stories bring us to the end of our bulletin tonight. Thank you for choosing Younib TV. For more news updates, follow us on our social media spaces across all platforms. My name is Rachael Akinyi, and on behalf of our news desk tonight, have a lovely evening.